Good stuff. Welcome back. It's been a while. We took a really long break. So I've been getting a lot of questions on the Rebel Devil radio, which is totally fine. I love the questions. So I figured I would just make a video answering some of the more popular questions that I've gotten. Mainly about the radio, and then at the end go over like if I would actually recommend it or not. So let's go ahead and hop into the car. All right, so that right there should answer a couple questions, and I will talk about that in a second, what that just did. So a lot of people have been asking, you know, when you get in, does it take forever for the actual radio to start up? The first time, yes, it will. After that, it will boot up just like that. That fast, maybe a little slower, but usually that fast. The next most popular question I get is, does it use the factory Bluetooth and factory microphone? Yes, it does. I don't know what this does. I have genuinely no idea. It came with the radio. I installed it just because I figured it came with the radio, why not install it? Along with this thing. I don't know what this does, but it came with the radio. So I was like, I better install it in case it's important. I don't know why. I actually didn't need to do that. As far as I know, I didn't need to do that. So, the only thing you need with this radio, the absolute only thing you need with this radio is the radio. If you want the 3G, 4G dongle, go ahead and get it. It's such a gross word, dongle. If you want it, you can get it. It will not do you any good unless you add it to your cell phone plan. So if you want to charge yourself another, like, what is it, 30 bucks for data access, that's what you're going to be doing to get internet access for this radio, because it's essentially a tablet. Let's just call it a tablet. So you can do that. That is a thing you can do. Some people don't want to do it. That's totally fine. But that is how you get internet. Not everywhere. Obviously, you have to have signal for it. But that is how you get internet for this radio. As far as all the extras that come with it, you do not need a backup camera. If you have a car that already has a backup camera, you do not need it. It already has it. All right. Bueno. So a lot of people have been asking, do the steering controls work? Yes, they do. Volume up right here. So volume up works. Voice command works.
Please say a command.
Cancel.
Canceling.
So everything with my Ford Touch still works. You can call, you can basically do exactly everything that you would normally do. You can skip songs with the steering wheel. So everything still works. Works just like factory, it's just on this radio. Now, I have had problems with this radio. This has not been a flawless radio. I've had to walk a couple people through this. Every now and then it just will not sync up. It'll refuse to sync up. So there's a little reset button under this flap. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. It's right there. You basically have to get in there with like a paper clip and just reset it, and it just boots up like normal. All you're gonna do, and I had to do this while driving. All you're gonna do is just reach in there with El Staple, click the reset button. It's going to shut off because that's what it's supposed to do. This is what you're going to see on initial startup. And it takes a little while. It definitely does. I think I'm going to leave this part unedited, just so you guys can see that it does take a little while. And there you go. Start it up again. So we go back to sync. Goes a little bit slower because we just started. Okay. The other big thing it does, it is now 8:14, according to my watch. My phone says it is 8:15. The radio says that it is 8:29. I have reset this clock. I have no clue how many times. It will not keep time. It always ends up fast. And I'm assuming the longer I go without resetting it, it'll just keep getting farther and farther away. I don't know why, but it does not keep time correctly. So, if you're OCD about that, don't get this radio. And I don't know if all these radios do the same thing or not. Natural assumption would be that yes, they all do the same thing. But I've had people that have had issues getting the backup camera to work. They've plugged everything in exactly the same as me, and theirs just does not work. So, I don't know. It's kind of like Silicon Lottery, like you're playing with a computer, except it's not. It's a tablet, and it should work every time, but it doesn't. So this, I believe, this is your, it comes with a micro SD card. I forgot about that. So it does have removable storage. And then, oh shit! Where'd that go? Oh well, I'll look for it later. It's not important. Close that. That is your SIM card slot. Nothing in it, because I do not have a SIM card. It also has a mini USB plug. Not a micro, a mini. The other thing that happens from time to time, and I actually don't know why it's not doing it right now, because I kind of figured it would, but sometimes when I get in the car, the music will play, and then it'll stop playing. If yours does this exact same thing, this is how you fix it. You will click the music note 4 times to take you right back to Bluetooth audio, and it will start playing again. I don't know why it does that. I have no clue why it does that. It's extremely annoying, but it does that. The other thing that's annoying is if you throw it into reverse, the music stops playing. I don't know why, it just does. Also, you will notice the backup camera is not that great of quality. The reason it's not that great of quality is because on the stock, the ST1 2016 ST, the backup camera is like this big. It's like a 2x3 or something like that. So you're basically taking that resolution and you're blowing it up to 9 inches, whatever this touchscreen is. Steering wheel input works. So everything works like it should. And then once you're out of reverse, it goes right back to working. I have no clue why. I don't know. I don't know why it does that. It's kind of nitpicky, but seeing as how you don't drive in reverse to actually go anywhere, it's not that big of a deal to me. I don't mind, you know, the music cutting off when I'm backing into a space or, you know, backing out of the garage, whatever. Backing into the garage, however I park for the day. It's not a big deal to me. So I've already filmed this once, but now I'm gonna have to do it again because for whatever reason, GoPro decides to corrupt clips randomly. I'm gonna go through some of the really frequent questions that I've answered a lot of them, but I'm gonna go through some of the ones that people have commented. Does it still use the OEM Bluetooth microphone or reverse camera? Yes, it does. Could you explain to me how I should connect the original USB ports in the aux socket? I don't know if this radio can use the aux socket. I really don't. I haven't tried it. I don't have an aux cable. USB ports work exactly the same. There's an input on this that's USB 1, USB 2. So those do still work. Steven Westerling asks, hey, did you pay $900 for shipping? Can you also tell me what options you bought from them? There's 4 you can select with the head unit, 1 with the OBD toggle thing, DVR camera, etc. Thanks. I've already answered that one. You know, like I said, I would have only gotten the radio had I known better. I didn't know I didn't need everything else. This person was asking if if this is for the ST1, if it replaces the tiny LCD screen. Yes, it does. This is for the ST1. It's advertised as for the ST1. Do the steering wheel controls still work? Yes, they do. a 2018 ST1 with a small screen. This is supposed to fit a 15 plus. Obviously up until this year, this year and last year, which we are not getting in the States anyway, so if you're in the States, it doesn't matter to you because we don't get the 2019 ST. This person said, shout out for the video. Theirs seems to shake a lot. They don't know if it's installed correctly. Mine does the exact same thing. Hear that? That's the radio shaking. It does it when I drive. I don't know why. I can't fix it. This person's asking about the GPS antenna. You only need the GPS antenna if you are using a 3G, 4G dongle. If you're not using it, you don't need the GPS antenna. If you're running off of your hotspot on your phone, the radio tablet will use the hotspot on your phone for its GPS. This person said, glad they found this. Long story short, he basically goes on to say the interior looks cheap. I agree. The stock radio looks cheap. Things in the interior look cheap. I agree with that. I haven't had the chipping issues that other people have had, thankfully. This person wants the link for the adapters I used. I'll include everything I had to buy, which is only the adapters, in the description. Have you had any issues with this since install? That's what we're talking about now. This person, Zachary Cerna, asks, does anybody know where I can get this installed? Geek Squad at Best Buy, and I believe somebody answered that. Yeah, Daniel in the comments said Geek Squad at Best Buy. They will install it. They should know what they're doing. They should know what they're doing. This person is only getting audio in the driver's side the driver's side speakers. So I did answer this when I commented back, and I was like, you know, make sure your equalizer's not set to only the driver's side. Really stupid thing to say, but I'm known to do stupid things like that. Just ask my wife. So that is a completely valid question to ask this person. He went on to say that it wasn't set to driver's side only, so I just told him to make sure his connections were good, because odds are that's probably what the problem was. What connectors did you have to buy for the backup camera? None. I didn't have to buy any. The only thing I had to buy was the adapter for the steering wheel. This person wants to know if you can trade out the stock chrome, or the chrome that comes on these vents, for the stock trim. I don't know. I'm sure you could. Someone could. I didn't care enough to switch them out. Will this work for a 2018 Ford Focus S sedan? It should. I see no reason why it shouldn't. If the 18S sedan doesn't have a backup camera, you're gonna have to buy a backup camera if you want that. But if it does already have one, then yeah, it's just plug and play. Do you know if rear parking sensors and cameras still work? The camera still works. I don't have parking sensors, so I don't know about that. Also, I have a titanium, so would it be useful to know the park assist will still work? If you have a titanium, I don't know why you would want this anyway, because I would imagine the titanium My Ford Touch is better than this. I don't know that for a fact though, because I've had a Focus SE and then this, so I've never had anything above that. Voice button and steering wheel can still work. Yes, we showed that. It does have aftermarket outputs for sub. Chris Farrell, dude. Oh my God, we've been through an emotional roller coaster with this radio. So he commented this 6 months ago. I answered him, gave him my Instagram. We got on a video chat for, I think it was like an hour. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like an hour. Could not get his backup camera to work. Everything he has installed exactly the same. We couldn't get his to work. So I think he's trying to get it replaced, which he should. And I don't know, his just doesn't work for some reason. Does the Rebel Devil Custom come with everything you need, or did you add things to the kit? It comes with everything. Everything you need to get it to work, it comes with it. Like I said, the only thing I bought was the auxiliary thing. Hateful comment. All right, this person said, I have this in my 2016, not happy at all. Sound sucks, can't get the 3G dongle that came with it to work right, and the OBD2 Bluetooth isn't sending anything to the Torque app. Really disappointed, wish I hadn't bought this Chinese piece of shit. That sucks, dude. Like, I don't know anything about the OBD2 Bluetooth. I haven't used any of that. I don't know, dude. I'm sorry. That sucks. I haven't had those issues. I would recommend contacting Rebel and see if they can replace it or something. This person said they have a 2014 ST3 with supposed top of the line Sony, but I'm sorry, but the stereo and the focus is mediocre best. They're limited bass and the levels are capped off at higher volumes. There's an average separation between the mid-sides. Oh God, that's a long comment. Jesus Christ. Holy crap. Yes, the stock speakers blow in the Focus. They're terrible. I got a sub and that made me happy, so I don't know. Try that. This person had 2 questions. Does the Bluetooth still work? Yes. Also, does it run good with an iPhone? If your iPhone has Bluetooth, it'll run just fine. Saw the caption on this video, wanted to know if it works for a 2014 ST1. Yes, they have an option for the pre-facelift Focus. This person said, I would rather have that than the My Ford Touch. I've heard people that like My Ford Touch better. I don't know, I can't comment, I've never had it. This person asked if it's louder than the OEM radio. It seems louder. I don't know though, because I haven't had mine in for like a year, if not longer. They're glad to see the backup camera still usable, has a hands-free calling. Hands-free calling is exactly the same. That's it for the comments, by the way. That's probably it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that covered any question anybody could possibly have about this. This is gonna be irrelevant pretty soon because obviously we don't get the new Focus. I'm sure there'll be some other weird brand that makes a replacement radio or something like that. I don't know. But we should have a front mount intercooler install coming on somebody else's Focus that's down here in Southwest Florida. If you are in Southwest Florida, as far up as I'll say Lehigh Acres, which is like an hour and a half from me, I will come help you install things for free. I genuinely just am like doing it, and it's like content for the channel. I don't mind doing it. It's super fun. It's always fun. So if anybody needs help doing it, just hit me up on either YouTube or Instagram. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it for now. Again, thank you guys for watching. If you want, you can follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on Twitch. I'm on there pretty frequently. Also follow Chris. He's Topher Gopher on Twitch. And I'll leave a link to everything in the description, including the connectors I bought and bought the radio. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
I live inside my own world of